How's it going, guys? Today we're doing a video that a lot of you have asked for, and that's how to program the Empire Mini GS. For programming, you'll hold the trigger while powering the gun on. Get a rainbow effect to show that you've entered programming mode, and now you've got different colors of LED for different settings that can be adjusted. If you want to alter a setting, you'll hold the trigger till the LED shuts off, and it will then blink however many times that current value is set to. For instance, right now red is set to a value of 1. We get 1 blink. There's a pause after that blink, at which point you can enter a new value. And then the rainbow effect means that value's been saved. If you don't enter something, it'll retain the original value that was set to. So let's say we want to set red, instead of being on 1 like it is currently, we want to go to 4. We'll enter. It'll tell us it's on 1. We now enter 1, 2, 3, 4 and stop. It'll save automatically. And if you're done adjusting, you can now power off. And the gun will retain that setting until you go back through and adjust it again. So if we enter programming again, go to red, and check really quick, it has retained that value of 4 as the setting. And even though we didn't enter anything new there, it's still going to be set to 4. Anytime you don't enter something after checking it, it'll retain the current value. Now red is the fire mode, so we've actually just set this from mode 1, being semi-auto, to mode 4, which is the safety full auto. Modes 1 and 2 are different ramping, PSP and Millennium ramping if you're playing tournaments. So now, eyes off, we are in full auto. Anytime you change the fire mode, it will default the rate of fire, the balls per second, to whatever the default rate of fire is for that fire mode. Green is your balls per second setting. So let's say we want to lower that to 10 BPS, which is 5 blinks. There's a chart in the manual explaining how many blinks equals what ball per second setting. It does not equal 1 blink per BPS. So 10 blinks is not 10 BPS, it's actually 5 blinks. So right now, it will enter. Set this to 5. Around a 10 BPS full auto, it's a little bit slower. Anytime you change your fire mode, the BPS will change to the default for that rate of fire. So you'll have to go back through and set your green value, your balls per second, to be whatever mode you need to be set on. The next mode we can adjust is the amber or orange color, which is actually the dwell. We don't recommend messing with that. The factory dwell setting is going to be ideal for the Mini. A lot of players will confuse that with the red. Just keep those separate. You don't want to set the dwell as low as 1 through 4 like you would red. Blinking red is the debounce. That's the electronic filter for the trigger that controls trigger bounce. If your gun's ever running away or shooting excessively, you can adjust this, but usually it's not necessary on the Mini. Blinking green is the ball in position delay. That's how many milliseconds the gun will wait after a ball falls in the breech and the eyes see it before it'll actually fire. That way the gun has a moment for the ball to settle in place and potentially not break that paintball during firing. This doesn't typically need adjusted either, but you can increase it if you've tried everything else and for some reason it's still breaking a ball, or if you just have really fragile paint. Blinking amber is the ramp start. And blinking red, or really rapid red, is the ramp sustain. So if you ever want to modify your ramp modes so that it takes less trigger pulls to start the ramp, or a slower rate of trigger pull to keep the ramp going, you can lower or raise these as you see fit. That will typically make the gun not tournament legal. So you usually don't have to mess with these either, but they are available for your customization if you want. If at any point you make a mistake in programming, there is a factory reset. While you're in programming mode, hold the trigger, hold the power button. Just keep holding it. The LED is going to do a couple sequences, and it's going to end with that rainbow effect like it does when entering programming mode. Let go. The gun is now reset to factory and turned off. So anything we messed with, anything we may have caused issues with will be taken care of, back to factory, and it'll be good to go. Again, guys, this is a video suggestion from you. This is something you guys asked us to do. So if you have any questions or other video suggestions, please let us know in the comments down below. Thank you again, guys.